It's time once again for State of the Table. Alright, welcome back everybody. It's time once again for State of the Table. This is my sort of keeping it real show where production values are just kind of basic, and the idea is we get a raw look at, the hobby table, seeing what's going on, what's up this week, and kind of where I'm at with it. I've been experiencing some issues with video quality lately, so it's been a couple of times I've tried to redo this now. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, but without any more to be said on that, let's get into it. Alright, right now we basically have a backed up view of the table as it is today, this evening. Actually recording the audio with a separate mic here, so you may get that in a little bit of the shots, but it's just a better quality mic I have, so hopefully that helps out. And pretty much you can kind of see the main focus of my work lately. Number one, it's obviously a whole lot cleaner than it was last time. Hope that's gives anybody like a little bit better look at the table as a whole. There's still some stuff on it, obviously, but yeah, I needed to clear it off to kind of get my focus in. Right now, I've been focusing on this Tyranid model, the Parasite of Mortrex, and it's for a little painting competition, nominally, but also truly, it's an addition to my Tyranid army that I've been wanting to add since it came out, because it's pretty dang cool. I like it quite a bit, and for anybody that's not aware, so far the goal with my Tyranids is to get a little bit of a creepy, fleshy vibe going, kind of close to that Leviathan look in some ways, where you get like the paler look, the bright white at the brightest highlights, but I've been trying to get an undertone of some real sort of disconcerting human-style flesh tones in there as well, so that it really like creeps people out when they see it. That's kind of my desire and goal for Tyranids, is to do that. So been working on getting that going. We're at an early mid stage on it right now, and gonna get it going there. Thought the Citadel paint handle would work pretty well for this one. For anybody curious, I'm actually putting a lot of work in with these Vallejo model color flesh tones. I already had the basic one. I bought a set of the rest of them, which is amazing. I love it. And I gave the extra to my buddy, because I already had this one that I bought separate, so I went ahead and kept that one. And then he's a little bit of Citadel's Reikland Flesh Shade, and then I've been using these that don't come in that Flesh series, is this model color Black Red. Man, that works for my money really well as a nice dark reddish tone that you get in there for underneath some of these flesh tones and balance it in. And that's a lot of the contrast that you see in the recesses on that model. So, and then working up to Pallid Witch Flesh right here as well for quite a bit of the rest of the work. One of the things that really helps with that is the wet palette. I've been using the wet palette here to mix up a lot of the flesh tones, and mine is made of a Citadel Midland Tufts box. It's gotten some overspray on it, but you can kind of see that, and some kitchen sponge and some parchment paper. And yeah, so I just did a little bit of this extra to work on flesh tones. I just did last night, so that stuff's still pretty good shape there. I was pretty happy with that. And then get my lid upside down. And then alternatively, outside of that project, I have been doing a little bit more work on these Blood Angels on the side. They are basically updates for my list that I've been wanting to run, and so pretty much just adding in some extra models and things. I've been working on the Sanguinary Guard, as you can see, and I did some base gold, and then did some zenithal highlighting in a couple of layers to really bring that up. And then of course I'll go in with a recess shade and start adding in my details and things like that, and adding on the parts. I got some sub-assembly going on for both of them and the Death Company. The Death Company models and that Sergeant there are having magnetized arms, and so that's some big stuff I've been working on. Did a little bit of cleanup over here on this side of the desk. It's still kind of work in progress. Like, I'm always keeping things a little cluttered at some stage. Like, nothing's like perfectly clean on the desk unless I'm just not doing any projects, which is almost never. But you can see I've got quite a bit of stuff up there hanging out, and literally hanging out in some cases. That's all part of the backlog, which is far, far larger than that as well, but that is what it is. You know, just trying to keep it moving. I've got a few things set up here that's like my own like techniques and best practices that I've set up for myself. Multiple paint like water pots for different colors, and especially a separate one just for metallics is a thing I normally do. I also have like these orange handle brushes I normally keep just for metallics. If y'all have any questions over any of this stuff, like how I like to do things, what I've found works for me, I mean, I've been doing a lot of this for about 10, 11 years. Seriously, I used to do a little bit, dabble here and there, but 10 or 11 years seriously on this stuff. So I've picked up some tricks that I really like, and definitely open to questions as always. Last thing really I got going on here, obviously there's some more bits and things over on where I keep my paint storage on that side. But I've been pulling out a couple of these models off and on from the Blood Angels just to discuss when we're in hobby chat online with some of the friends, and also to keep in mind some of the parts of my list and things like that. So I got my my old Lamarties here that's basically been all finished for a while, and my Captain Antargo, Blood Angel's third company that I was working on, if he will focus. He doesn't want to focus, but been doing a lot of work on skin tones, not just on the Tyranids, but on Space Marines and other models as well. Really having a hard time focusing. But yeah, so he features in a couple of photos that I've got online. So that is that is the state of the table. So if y'all have, like I said, any questions, hopefully this has been helpful. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, check out the other social media, and until next week, y'all take it easy.